Alright. Don't know what this is, but I'm attempting it. I've opened over 6 accounts across multiple platforms, went viral numerous times, netted almost 50 million views. I even got a few collab posts with a huge tech company. I've always wanted to become a full-time content creator, can you tell? So after 5 years of me creating content online, I can finally say, I'm done. But before I talk about me, I want to introduce another story. The story of Lewis Robinson. Lewis, a foster child turned scientific genius, shares a poignant story that beautifully compares the challenges of finding the right family and the repeated failures of his experiments. Yes, this is from the movie Meet the Robinsons, and for those that haven't seen it yet, spoiler alert, during a science fair, Lewis meets a weird kid trying to protect him from an even weirder guy. They all go into the future, try to fix things, fail, meet the weird kid's family, try to fix more things, fail, until he finds out that the weird guy trying to steal his invention actually is his foster brother / roommate, Goob, from the future, and the weird kid is actually Lewis's son, therefore making that kid's family Lewis's family, and then he gets to meet his future self, who just so happens to be the greatest inventor of all time and change the world. Incredible movie, incredible message, and I encourage you to go watch it, or even watch it again. So, but like, how does it relate to your story? I will tell you, audience. Gotta get gas and get some stuff. Lately, I've been feeling really inspired. And this always happens like in random spurts or just random times. For me, I'll just like get super motivated to do stuff or something. I want to create stuff, and then there's also times where I just don't want to do anything. I feel like that's everybody, you know, in different ways, of course, but I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm just like such an ambitious person. Like, I want to do everything, you know? Wow, I literally think the Wi-Fi just went out for like, the Wi-Fi went out in my house at least. That's fun. That's great. That's awesome. Love that, you know? In real time, you can see where I was at mentally in that space. What's crazy is that I can hear myself describe a pattern that I didn't fully understand yet. 4 years ago, I didn't have the language for it, and I was already noticing it. I recognized the pattern, but didn't have the clarity for it. And I can prove this because I went on to try all those things I mentioned before and found success, but ultimately failed at those things. Looking at this clip, I can hear the passion in my voice, and you can see that I was onto something. I just didn't know what it was. Imagine you're dropped in a forest. You're lost. With no direction with how to get home, you sit there, trying to see if you can figure out a plan. Think hard enough about a solution. You don't know what it is. Something is holding you back. You haven't moved. You're hungry. Maybe you have a plan, but you're in the same place you were before. This, my friends, is called analysis paralysis, stemming from many causes, but the one I want to talk about is perfectionism and fear of failure. I wish I could just play the clip, but in this scene, Lewis is with the Robinsons family for the first time, and they need help to fix something, so Lewis tries to fix it, and fails so bad that it explodes in everyone's faces. and Lewis is devastated again. But the Robinson family cheers and chants, "You failed!" One of them says, "From failing you learn, from success, not so much." Then the mom goes, "Like my husband always says, keep moving forward." She raises a glass. I propose a toast to Lewis and his brilliant failure. May it lead to success in the future. For so long, I would work in the dark, build up this massive cliff of an idea, and when it's time to launch, I'm up in the clouds. And if it didn't stick, it's a long way down. If only I had known that you learn more from failure than success. If only I just watched this movie, I would have taken a single step first and test it first a little bit more, and save myself a lot of pain. 1% or even 0.001% of progress is better than zero.
You know, like, when you're in a city, it's very easy to hate, right? A lot of people come out here from, like, New York, for example. They try to immediately compare New York to SF. Wrong move. Don't do that. It's different, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, what you think, Bryce? Turn the back camera at you.
Absolutely. No, I literally just made, I thought you fit
Yeah, I'll
it.
do
Okay.
it. Yeah. Sorry.
You moved out.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the
Oh, because I don't know where we're going,
so
so you gonna have to
I was
leave.
looking at the lights real quick.
But anyway, yeah. I literally just made a video like similar to this that was like, has overanalyzing things ever like taken you out of it, and like you're like you start to not be able to appreciate things because you overanalyze.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly what you're saying. Like, find the good in it, even if you think it's bad. You know, like. And that's to me that's like a better way to go about life. Yeah, I'd much rather do that versus being a freaking grumpy old man and be like everything sucks.
Hey, shot. He wanted that. He wanted it.
He called it out and then he got shot. That's crazy. I think too much of life and pursuing your dreams is doing it alone. You gotta put your head down and work harder, suffer by yourself mantra that some people say never felt right for me. Especially now more than ever, people crave real connection, community, and the desire to connect only grows when times get hard.
Look, I'm sorry your life turned out so bad, but don't blame me. You messed it up yourself. You just focused on the bad stuff when all you had to do was let go of the past and keep moving forward.
This is the exact moment that the solution, the big revelation, clicks in Lewis's head. You can literally hear a light switch in the distance to help illustrate this.
When all you had to do was...
See, Lewis spends this entire movie discouraged and on the brink of giving up on his dreams, even seconds before the scene happens. But it's not until Lewis is tied up, stuck, and decides to help someone else that he learns his lesson and finds what he's been looking for all along. Ain't that beautiful? See, I was blessed to learn the importance and value of serving at a very young age, and I am beyond grateful for all my friends, family, and loved ones that support till this day. I believe it would be a disservice to those people that helped me get here, to those people that made me who I am today, and a disservice to myself, honestly, if I didn't try my hardest at pursuing my dreams and helping others along the way. I crave that connection that I was talking about, that community, and I learned that I operate at my best and get more energy from and enjoy life more with others around me. It turns out, welcoming a community and helping others is precisely what I need to do to help myself.
Somebody very close to me. I was at a party once and I was dancing and they said embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself.
Wow.
Things like that.
That's really
right?
a good mantra.
To just go for it. Like feel that feeling, the fear of cringe.
That's
and
really
then go
good.
out there and do it.
Dude,
Because
that's
everything
really
you want
good.
is on the other side of that.
In half a decade of creating, I've learned a lot about success. I've learned a lot about failure. But most of all, I learned the most about myself. And for those reasons, that's why I'm done. I'm done being a perfectionist. I'm done overthinking. I'm done putting myself in a box. And I'm done being alone. And I'm done doing it alone. I'm making content creation a place where I display my art. I share my art, document the things that I learn, and invite people in on the journey. I got the views, I got the likes, I got a taste of the momentum already. But my perfectionism was crushing my ability to move, to make the first step. And with no movement, no momentum. As an artist, I take pride in the little details and wanting to become a master of my craft. But the truth is, momentum beats mastery. I've always loved the way that art brings people together in unspeakable ways. And for years, I craved that connection. I was my own worst enemy, imposter syndroming my way to locking my creations away for only I to see and only I to say when it's ready. But I learned that art withheld is connection denied. Your art is the antidote to so many people's pain, yet you keep it to yourself. Those 6 accounts, including a business I started, those failures I was talking about, I'm proud of those. I celebrate those and treat those like milestones, because I'm like, hey y'all, look, I'm trying. I turned those L's into lessons, you feel me? I found myself in Lewis, a genius, just like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I was just a kid looking for answers, figuring it out alone, discouraged by failure. I was and still am from time to time the guy lost in the forest. I'm the perfectionist. In that clip of me 4 years ago, I had the passion but didn't have the clarity. I'm the guy and still am the guy that picks up a new hobby every 30 seconds. I'm the artist that was proud of my creation but didn't think it was good enough to share yet. I was and still am all of these things. And I'm starting to find what works for me. I'm not the guy that can stay in one lane forever and thrive and be fulfilled that way. Through countless hours of reflecting, exploring how my brain works, I've armored myself with truth and knowledge to protect me from the things that aren't right for me. That time investment is now paying off because I can make quicker and more informed decisions that align with my values and goals. I'm not perfect. I'm not late. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I'm choosing to show up every day as my true authentic self, documenting it and inviting you in on the journey. So I challenge you. I challenge everyone that is sitting on something that they've always wanted to do. Go for it. Keep moving forward. Momentum beats mastery. Movement is king. I'm not saying you can't niche down and you have to do the things that I did because what I did was the right way. The truth is there are so many different ways to get to where you want to go. So many different strategies to choose from. And what I am saying is find the one that works for you. I'm still searching for it. I'm still learning every day. I choose to move. I choose to take the first step. And empower you to do the same. Sorry, editors. Thank y'all for making it to the end. If you enjoyed and want to see more content like this, like that smash button, subscribe, join the Patreon for more exclusive BTS content and full unedited versions and much more. Part of my mission of learning together, you can also be a part of the process of these videos. Be in the writer's room, be in the editor's room, and influence what goes live on YouTube. All on my Patreon. Shout out all these guys in my first month of creating content in 2026. From joining and chatting in the Discord, helping me make the Discord, testing out my new LUTs that I came out with, and being a part, being involved, and overall supporting me. I seriously cannot thank you guys enough. So, stay lit, stay up, stay blessed, and have a good day. Deuces.